Okay, well, it's time to start. We're going to be doing some space planes in KSP to start off. We got this thing that looks very, very closely resembles a goose. We'll work on getting that thing working. And, gonna kind of mess around a little bit more. Might do some, on-ground explosion stuff. Still trying to find a way to maximize the number of explosions per unit time. Sure we'll figure something out. Best I've been able to do so far is something called the Flail-mobile, or the Bay-mobile if you will, because of the number of explosions it turns out. And we'll go from that to some Voxatron. Not sure if you're familiar with the game. It was actually in the first Humble Bundle. But, very interesting game. A lot of fun, because it's an voxel engine and all of the world is destructible, so we'll hop into that after some KSP. But let's just dive right into it. I'm gonna stop the music here for a second. We're gonna hop into KSP. Let's give it a second. Alright. Oh, hello, Pokemon 1000, or 10094. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing some interesting stuff here, and you might just see the stupidest space plane you've ever seen. The thing manages to actually fly, but it seems that it might become unstable after a little bit. So. Cool. Here for the KSP. That's definitely a common thread throughout a lot of the stuff here. KSP is a lot of fun to stream, honestly. I like it a lot. But, hang on a second. Might as well have something up in the meantime. But, yeah. Let's just hop right in there. And we'll continue. Let's fix that. We're gonna fix that. Oh! Thank you for following. That's cool. It's good to know our follower notification still works. I think there was a point at which it started spamming repeatedly some time ago. Luckily that didn't actually go out to a stream. But oh boy. Okay, let's work on the Goose. Now I can't really call this a spruce goose, unfortunately, because it's actually made out of metal and a bunch of other crazy shit. But, it would have been fun to call it that. That's what the Hercules was called. Or nicknamed. We have a Spock plane, mainly just because I was like naming something Spock. Can I build a space station? I built an orbital weapon system. That's pretty much the only satellite I've got up there. I don't know why it's still up there. I was trying to shoot the fucking thing down with a missile. And I missed repeatedly. But we could see about building a space station. Be the first time I built one, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? So, I was, you can tell I was not kidding when I said it looks like a goose. This is supposed to be an SSTO. It probably won't be that. It'll probably just be a reusable space plane. Reusable in gigantic neon flashing quotes. But yeah, just using the same old win button SSTO engines, the Rapier engines. Air breathing engines here. Everything's all strutted up on the undercarriage, so it looks pretty up top. But the main issue is mainly that I'm not sure if this had enough thrust, and I'm not sure if... Oh, what the heck? We didn't put rudders on this. That might have something to do with the controllability of it. So we'll fix that right this second. Come on, spaceplane. Eat your peas. Eat your peas. Nope. Nope. Excuse me, spaceplane. Excuse me. That's not the way to do that. There we go. We could just tack it in there. Let's see about if we can symmetry mode that. So, usually you would just use winglets, I would guess, for that rear rudder, but I feel like this gives us some more stability. It actually worked on a spaceplane design that I worked on last night. We were running into trouble with keeping the damn thing steady. We basically kept veering off to the left or right. It became very, very, very difficult to get into space, or hell, even above 10 kilometers. So we needed to figure out something else for stability. Which we did! Luckily it wasn't this thing, because I don't know if this thing even flies. Oh, actually, our problem was not necessarily the lack of thrust, or, you know, lack of lifting surfaces, but more so the angle of attack was... You can tell this is, whew, oh boy. We're gonna move those down, basically, so... can basically symmetry that, and tilt these down. Then that'll allow us to move these wheels onto the edges. Maybe using the shift key would be an idea there. And making sure it's relatively perpendicular. So that gives us a very slight cant. I don't think we're really jonesing for more lifting surfaces. Can you add a safety light release fetcher? I'm not a safety light release. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I'm like completely like misunderstanding, but I'm not sure what you mean. I guess. Let's see, fetcher. Fetcher? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. So the reason why this thing looks like a goose is you can see that, you know, there's these splitters here. So this quad stack here, mainly just to give us some extra thrust. And it's actually not a quad stack, it's actually two double stacks there. And it's branching off of one of these weird triple stack things. So that's why it looks like a goose, because like it's got a fat back end because of that, and it's got this weird sort of neck end, and it's got a long neck. But let's see if we can actually launch this. I think the angle of attack was the main thing. Oh, sorry, it's alright. I'm just, like, let's see. Like, I mean, if you mean add lights onto the, yes, I want to put Lembus in there again. But sure, let's see. Not entirely sure what that is. There's this magical thing called a smartphone, which would allow me to look it up. Okay, but in the meantime, let's see if we can launch this thing. Sure, let's see. Fetchner, okay, that's not... Well, let's see if we can actually launch this thing, because I want to see if this goose will fly. I think the angle of attack is our main concern. Now you can see it's a fat goose. It's taking a lot of thrust to actually get up in the air, but we just cant this up a little bit. Should take off. I think the problem was we were doing backflips, something to that effect. We might actually have a problem with the angle of attack now, since it's only very, very slightly tilted. Oh no, it appears to be a leverage problem. You see the wheels are a little bit too far back. Okay, so we might have a problem with the lifting surfaces and probably the thrust there. And we need to sort of brace those together. For some reason those separated when these wouldn't. It's bizarre. Oh, and there's some... The things that give you TV? Antennas? Fitcher, let's see. I'm sorry I'm being like a complete idiot here. Not entirely sure. Like my brain is trying to analyze that in the stupidest ways. It's like, the things that give you TV, do you mean cathode ray tubes or antennas or that sort of thing? So I'm probably missing some, like, there's probably something that will tell me exactly what you're asking for, and I'm just missing it, so I apologize. Anyway, so we mainly have problems with the wings, and we have problems with the thrust. We don't seem to have enough of it, primarily. So, let's see here. We want this to be an SSTO. We mainly want to feed directly from these. We kind of want to avoid things that give you TV in space. I'm trying to process that statement, and I'm not having much luck with it. I'm sorry. TV in space. Yeah, that would still be a transmitter, I think, or some sort of display. Jeez, sorry. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's see, so I don't think we really need to adjust the thrust all that much, honestly. I think we have quite a bit of it. I think what we need to do is we need to get these wings to behave themselves. Because they seem to basically separate. Which is not good news for us. So what we could do... find a way to make these more rigid. Those are all attached there. It'd be nice if we could just strut these ends together, but Kerbal Space Program basically insists on that not being a thing. Like, whoa, okay. Well, that's what Control-Z is for. Let's see. Satellite release picture. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and Google that because I want to make an attempt. Picture satellite? Heck. I'm sorry, my brain cannot process this statement for some reason. No, I did not mean future satellite, you... Google search. Picture satellite? I guess that's a... Is that a yes to that, or...? Because I want to make what you're trying to tell me to make, but I don't know if I'm interpreting it correctly. So, like, if I build a satellite with a giant antenna, and then it... I'm sorry. Okay, so... But... Okay, so currently I need to figure out a way to hold these wings together. I think we would just hold them at the ends. Be probably fine if we just orient it this way. There we go. We could attach on the back, then simply go bing, boom, bing, boom. Okay. Now we just need to symmetry that, because I forgot to do that. So, I believe if we just symmetry... Yep. Oh! Oh, Kerbal Space Program broke that strut. Thanks a lot, Kerbal Space Program. It's good to know that you're actually capable of interpreting inputs properly. Build a satellite and release it in space for research. Okay, so build a satellite that's not meant to annihilate continents with fiery death. That would be an idea, yeah, sure. Let's see. So then just put a satellite into space then, sure, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what orbit my orbital weapon system satellite's in. I believe it's a polar orbit. I can't remember the altitude though. I think it was something like 170,000 high. It was like really high because I was like looking at a different screen. And that, well, that's built. It's like past tense. You can see it's actually in orbit. How high did I put that stupid thing? Oh, I put it even higher! More than twice as high, apparently. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and it gets higher, so that's probably, where's perigee? Perigee's probably around 400,000, 380,000, or something like that. Jesus. I'm not entirely sure what I was thinking when I was trying to shoot down my orbital weapon satellite, but apparently I wanted to do it. So... okay. So, let's see if we fixed the structural problem with the wings. And, that's bizarre that it's drifting. We have the wheels parallel to, well, perpendicular to the ground. We seem to be getting a decent airspeed or so. We're gonna hit that. No, we didn't. So we're just barely lifting, so I think we need more lifting surfaces. And we kinda need... oh, there's still shit from the previous launch. So, yeah. So, there is some floppiness here. Now we have a rigidity problem. Yeah, I don't think we have enough lifting surfaces. We need more lifting surfaces. And it couldn't hurt to have a little bit more thrust. So, we can see about strapping some stuff underneath here. Alright. Then after that we'll do a satellite, because, the Goose is pretty funny. But it's, not the only thing in Kerbal Space Program. Also, I don't know if this thing can even get into space, let alone just, like, go above a few tens of meters in altitude. So let's, I think we need to reposition the wheels a touch. They seem to be a bit too far back. So we'll zip over there. Pop it upside down. And we need to make sure we have symmetry mode on. And we'll just reposition the wheels right about there. And we need to check our center of mass, because I believe... No, we're containing our center of mass pretty well there. We're good. And yeah, I think tripod is probably fine. You could use 4 wheels, that would give you a little bit better stability, I believe. But, I think we're fine, for the most part. Let's see where the center of lift is. The main concern with... like, so, these are pretty far apart right now, but, the reason why they're not, like, on top of each other is that, so... you probably know that that fuel drains out of these, and that reduces the mass of the, you know, corresponding components. So as a result, that shifts the center of mass backwards. And then, you know, as these drain out, it shifts back forwards a little bit. Like, if I just drain this, you know, I'm pretty sure you get the idea there. So I was worried about attaching canards up front, primarily because it might shift the lifting center a bit too far forward and just crap on the whole Goose. So, yeah, I'm not sure about that. But we do need more lifting surfaces or more thrust. At this point, I'm starting to think we probably need more thrust, but don't know that to certainty. And we do need some better rigidity with these wings, so what we could do is we could actually just... let's see here. Attack that end. Oh, no, you're not going to cooperate, Kerbal Space Program? Fine, be that way. Be that way. That was very aggravating. Well, let's do that and then we'll undo it. There we go. Let's see here. I think what we could do, we could simply attach up here. It appears we reach a limit right about there. Wait a minute, what? Did symmetry mode not kick in there? It's bizarre. Double Control Z there. Alright. That's a conundrum there. What was the problem with that, Kerbal Space Program? That's fine. Jesus. Okay. We'll simply attach that. There. And that should help the rigidity problem, but we still have the lifting problem. Because we can't... It's a fat goose, so we can't seem to fly anywhere without some serious help. So, I think we can see about attaching some cannons to at least make liftoff a little bit easier here. And it'll give us some extra lifting surfaces. And it doesn't seem to shift the lifting center all that far forward. However, the angle of attack on them is now terrible. So, that's better. Alright, because they were canted down, which is... Let's see, what we could do is we could actually, instead, we could do swept wings and we could attach control surfaces to those and make our own canards. That'd make it a little bit... it looks like a hammerhead shark, if you look at it and squint so hard that you can't actually see anything. So let's see, the swept wings, and then we attach some control surfaces to that. This is probably a terrible idea, but I mean, come on, behave. There we go. Attached. So that was not a good idea. That shifted the lifting center way too far forward. We can see about knocking this back over here. At which point Kerbal Space Program will spaz out, and I'm going to turn off Angle Snap because it's doing that. And this might just be on the very edge of what we can do. Because, let's see, you drain the fuel to see how that center of mass will move. So this one's going to drain it really. It's going to move it way far back. Ooh, okay. Well, that's getting quite concerning now. But as soon as we drain these, then the center of mass will actually move forwards and up. Let's see. Yeah. And that moves down. So yeah, just on the very edge of feasibility. Very edge. Test 10094. I don't know what to make of that message, I'm sorry. Kind of cryptic, sorry. Are you just checking that the chat's working? Because I'm pretty sure it is, you know. Okay, Kerbal Space Program, you're gonna stop doing that now so that I can actually fly this stupid thing. And, okay, there we go. That's there. Probably can just Control Z to all that. Let's see, I guess that extra lifting surface there might be fine. Any more and we're kind of pushing our luck a little bit. But, okay, honestly, if this one doesn't work, then I'll work on this one a little bit later, but we'll work on getting something like a research satellite up first. We'll get some science on that biznatch and get it launched into the atmosphere. And then out of the atmosphere and into actual low-carbon orbit where it'll actually be able to do useful stuff. Except atmospheric science, because we'd be outside of the atmosphere. Because duh. Oh, vectoring, I forgot about that. There we go, lift's just fine now. So it was not a thrust problem. It seems like our rigidity problem is still present, but this thing actually flies. Amazing, right? Now, I don't know if I want to imagine how bad this will turn. Like, just give me a second here. This is gonna flip like crazy. Nope. Oh, wow. Yeah, I was right. The moment of inertia about that axis is really high. So we're screwed there. Except, oh, now we're kind of locked into this sort of backwards tilting sort of thing. Might have something to do with the position of the lifting center relative to the center of gravity, and also the thrust center relative to all that. Seems like we were having some trouble increasing our angle a bit. Up, lift you! Oh, we stopped accelerating. Shoot. Excuse me. No! Yeah, we actually stopped accelerating. We're actually decelerating now. So we do need some extra thrust. A little bit of extra thrust. Let's see. Currently not using any fuel or oxidizer from there. We're currently burning through that stuff right there. So it is shifting the lifting center back just as I expected. Or not lifting center. Center of gravity back, just as I expected. And we're going to become unstable right about now. There we go. Yeah. Instability condition. Oh boy. And we're flapping around in the not wind because... well, we still have some wind because we're in the atmosphere. Alright. And we're overheating the Rapier engines. And now we're no longer accelerating. No, yes we are. We are in fact still accelerating. Instability in 3, 2, now. Flippiness. There we go. That is the opposite direction of the induced moment. Kerbal Space Program. Oh no, actually... No, that's consistent. Never mind. That is consistent there. Now, we should probably switch off those intakes because they're just creating drag. But it doesn't matter because we're flipping around here. We didn't put any stabilization of any sort for upper atmosphere here. The air is too thin for lifting surfaces to properly stabilize us, so we are kind of screwed. Okay, satellite time. Hopefully I'm not clipping out the mic here. If I am a bit loud, let me know and I'll wind down the mic volume. I know that was a problem during my Hotline Miami runs. And it might be a problem now, so if it's getting super buzzy and really, you know, incomprehensible, then let me know. I will adjust the volume. But we are not returning to the spaceplane hangar. We're going to go to the space... yeah, we'll revert the flight back to spaceplane hangar. And... smirk! Yeah. Let's get the satellite going. Now, with all the space planes I've been doing, probably going to put together a really stupid rocket. So I'm thinking probably something that's probably uses tanks about... Oh, let's see. We're not going to go for a super big satellite. We're not going to put a fuel oxidizer and engines on it. Not exactly. We're going to put sort of bare minimum what we need. Probably one, because the orbital weapon satellite actually used... it was important that the payloads be very large, and that they be able to get out of orbit and actually, you know, obliterate a continent. So we had multiple payloads. We had 2. They were heavy as hell. The whole rocket ended up being heavy as hell. But I think we want to be sleek and sexy, and actually functional would be great too. So, sleek and sexy. So we're going to use an atomic rocket motor, which is not going to actually provide enough thrust to get us off the ground. But no, we're not. In all likelihood, we'll probably use something like, I don't know. We're not using that. Normally I build something like a bit more rotund like that, and then just have some additional asparagus stages, sort of like, you know, these things on there. Just sort of gives an extra boost. But that's probably not the best way to do it, and I want to challenge myself a little bit here, because hey, if it's easy, you're doing it wrong! But, yeah, let's see. So, fully autonomous system, because it's a satellite. We'll kill Kerbals later, but now, satellite. Add soil... Are you on a phone or something? Is your phone autocorrect, like, crapping on everything? Because, yeah, solar panels, of course, we need power. Scotty, we need so much power that it'll explode your mind to think about it. 1.21 gigawatts? Gigawatts? Kabligawatts? No! All of the watts. Every single one of them! Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, I was going to get some power on this. That's too fat. That's perfect. There we go. And let's see. So on the satellite we probably want something like reaction wheels to control our orientation. Then we'll have some... We might be fine with just the reaction wheels actually. We might or might not need RCS thrusters. But yeah, no, not those either. Let's see here. Perfect! That's exactly what we want. And we'll, of course, add some solar panels so that we can actually keep charging that thing. And yeah, we definitely want to have a way to control orientation so that we have maximum amount of sunlight hitting it. And my experiences with the sort of fatter tanks like that, you generally want solar panels that are a little bit longer versus, you know, like these are long ones, these are sort of the wide ones. Even nuclear. Oh yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna put a nuclear engine on it. Is there a nuclear science research thing or something like that? Let's see. Computing nose cone. Mystery goo. Mobile processing lab with Science Junior. Communitron. Well, if you're talking about an atomic motor, yes, we're gonna put an atomic motor on it. That really gives us, like I mean, seriously, look at that. Look at that freaking, you know, vacuum specific impulse there. That's some good shit there. 800 in vacuum. I believe it's 800 seconds. I'm not sure what the units are here. Oh yeah, of course we. It overheats, then. Oh, we're in very, very deep trouble. Okay, so that would appear to be the satellite. It's not actually finished, so I don't know why I said that. But part of the satellite. We need to actually get some science on there. Yeah, we'll need that. Okay, so... And I have tested this size sort of a thing before. It is enough to get... It is definitely enough to get back to Kerbin. That's how it was with my orbital weapon system. Honestly, I wish I put a seat on one of my nukes so that I could have a Kerbal ride it all the way down. You know, swing his hat around, say yeehaw. But anyway, let's see here. Let's put some science on this thing. Science Junior. Let's see, what does Science Junior have? Self-contained laboratory. You ever wonder what happens to something in zero-G, or have you ever pondered the truly meaningful questions such as what would happen if I expose this to rigors of stellar radiation and unforgiving vacuum? Comes with complimentary notepad. It sounds like a thing that just has bay doors that open, you know? It beads, good control. Don't want to start war? Well, it's too late because we already annihilated a continent. Shh, don't tell them about that. I think it's a tsunami. No, it's that would be horrible. In reality, you know that these things don't actually affect the environment at all in the game. You know, it just bounces off practically. I mean, it bounces off after exploding in little tiny pieces, but kind of bounces off. In relative terms, bounces off. So, actual research reads. My hands are kind of crampy lately, so satellite. Usually I have a good typing speed. But, yeah, okay, so actual research satellite, and we'll see about... let's see. Those are structural panels. Whoops. Let's see, how is the shade going to look on these? You know, we can probably go for the wider ones, actually. Same area. There. And we actually want to turn on angle snap because those are slightly off. And let's see how much power we get from that. 2 per second. So if we orient them correctly, needs passenger to fix death ray and communications. Yeah. Now we have a computer for that on the orbital weapon system, so we're good. Okay, let's see, what's the mass of these things? We could probably put some on this side and that side here. So, doop. And... doop. Okay, just a little bit. One more. They're not all that heavy, so I think we'll be fine with adding some more. And this is going to be oriented, basically tangentially relative to Kerbin. So these are going to be sort of facing out towards the sun. Yeah, we'll be good. We could do lighter batteries, actually. We don't necessarily need that battery pack there, because it's quite, no, actually it's quite light, all things considered, 0.05 mass. That one's actually a little bit lighter. But the electric charge, holy crap, it's kind of pays for itself a little bit there. Oh, the Gigantor XL solar array. It's kind of heavy though. Let's see. I almost want to see how this thing looks deployed, but let's focus on the rocket design first. Okay. Alright, so that'll handle our orientation. We might want it in a little bit of a better spot. Like, if we had it centered, that might work better. But, I'm okay with this. Yeah. Now, let's slap parachute on it. Because although I could sort of vector it into landing, like the freaking Dragon spaceship, that's not fucking happening. It wouldn't be the Dragon spaceship, it'd actually be the Grasshopper rocket. But, let's see here. Let's get some... Oh, that is not a parachute. There we go. Stow drag. Semi-deployed. Fully deployed. Let's see what the mass is on these. Crash tolerance. Minimum air pressure. These stats look very, very similar between these two. It's just this one's lighter. Including the crash tolerance, it looks like it's the same. Just this one's like it's like 1/3 of the weight. Yeah, I guess we'll put that on there. Found lying by the side of the road. That's encouraging, isn't it? Yeah, we're gonna put that on there. Perhaps we want a nose cone adapter first. Make it look pretty. Needs to have heat, weather, and destruction curious. I'm still not entirely sure what you mean there. Let's see, heat, weather. Are you saying that we need a heat shield? Because, yes, I guess. But I'm not sure. Let's see. We can put together a heat shield if you would like, but I'm not sure if that's actually relevant without firm aerospace here. I haven't had anything really explode, you know, due to the compressive heating of re-entering the atmosphere. That hasn't really been an issue, so I think we're probably okay. But, yeah, let's see here. Let's get a nose cone adapter on here. Looks relatively nice. Let's see, that's not how that one works. And, oh, well, it's a satellite, so we don't really need all that much lighting. That'll just deplete our electric charge. If we had a lander, we'd need some lighting. Depends on if we land on the night side. Oh, yeah, well, that's not the right thing to do. Ah, there we go. That's just cosmetic at that point. It adds a bit more mass, but I think we'll be okay. Twitch, bugging... Yes. Are you saying we do need a heat shield? Because there's like, are you saying the solar panels will strip off? I mean, in reality, they would basically if you didn't stow them properly. Like, if they were just out like that, you'd basically tear off your solar panels, and you know, if you didn't. So okay, normally, like, a capsule would come down like this, and you know, that little sort of a circle thing is where the bottom would be oriented. So, you know, it'd be coming down like this, and you'd sort of have a heat shield, and you'd have sort of a lower pressure zone towards the back, so you don't have compressive heating, and you don't annihilate most of the ship. But the bottom would be sort of insulated and, you know, like, properly designed like a proper spaceship. So, okay. Yeah, Twitch is bugging out, okay. See you back in a second. But yeah, Normally, like in real life, you need to worry about that, but this is KSP, so heat shield. What shield? Meat shield. Okay, let's get some actual fuel for a rocket onto here. But before that, we actually need a decoupler. There we go. I say here we go as I move away from them. That'd be structural. Down. Let me think. Yeah, okay, yeah, we still want to go with... Perhaps that's sort of a decoupler. See what the force is on that. I mean, let's see. So, stack separator. It's quite a bit lighter. Gives us pretty much the exact same ejection force. So, that thing's minuscule. That's doing nothing. That thing too. Radial attachment point. Okay, here we go. Let's fix her up. Let me think about what we want to attach here. Because we could attach an adapter and go for one of these big old orange fat boys. And then asparagus stage around this with several of these silicon sexy babies. But I think we were primarily going for a sleek and sexy this time around. Sleek and sexy and multiple of those. Because we end up having to basically use sort of lower thrust rocket engines if we use these. That is if we don't want it to look stupid, like if I attack this thing on there and it's like, ooh, yeah, smart, right? We could also do something with, we could do a multi-stack sort of thing. The sky's the limit here, but let's actually take a look at our engine choices. Mainsail engine does not fit, so that kind of rules that out. Let's see, so we have some vectoring on that one. I don't feel like that's really what we need. That's not all that important. You know, I guess if we slapped it onto a satellite, maybe. But we're using the atomic engine on that because that has it gets us more bang for our buck. More specific impulse means you don't burn through your fuel before you're done with it. So, yeah. We're not slapping one of these on here because, like, look at that thrust. Ooh, yes, gorgeous 60 units of thrust. Amazing, right? That's... we're not going to use an aerospike on a freaking rocket. Slap the poodle on there. Yeah, it'd be cool with the poodle, actually. Poodle would probably get it done. Nope, poodle's too fat. Poodle, you need to lose weight. Getting a bit rotund. Alright, let's figure out how we want to asparagus stage here. Because we could just do solid boosters. Okay, add heat sensors and make it it makes a nuke. Makes it a nuke. Heat sensors, so would that be in, let's see, utility, storage containers, voltaic panels, thermoelectric generator. Illuminator. Let's see, what else here? Science. We have an accelerometer. Oh, I guess we do have thermometers here. Slap one of those bad boys on there. Measuring the local atmospheric pressure. And that's for... definitely not a store-bought model with some wires stuck to it. Comms transmitter. So, yeah, we actually do need our communications. So, let's see. Sensor array computing nose cone. Doesn't say what sensors, but atmospheric data while in flight. I think we need comms. I think that might be more important here, because this is a satellite, unless we want to bring it back, you know. It's kind of... add heat sensors and it makes it a nuke. Then, yeah, it's a glitch? Huh. Okay, well let's see about getting some comms on here, because if we want it to be actual research satellites, all buttoned up and shit, then we need some comms. Not an accelerometer. Comms. Let's see, packet size is... So they made a fake unit of measure for information, MITs. 12.5 per packet, 20 per packet. Let's tack one of these on there. We got comms now. Now I don't know if we need to actually add a satellite, because normally we would, but, or not satellite, an antenna, but, we're probably fine there. Thing's looking kind of stupid. So let's make it look a little bit less stupid with some asparagus staging here. So we'll basically go in pairs, use radial decouplers. Maybe use these things because it's actually, there's practical reasons why we would use this, and we'll do twofold. You know, twofold by I mean like 2 stages of asparagus staging. So just kind of like there or so. That's probably fine. And yep, so let's see. Pump. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. First things first, though. He's got actually. Well, no, we actually do need that. Let's see. Fuel line sorted out. Need it. I'm sorry that I'm misunderstanding almost everything you say, but I don't understand what you said just now. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Those things, right about there. That's slightly higher. Please be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. I don't really have a way of getting it super perfect. That's pretty close. Yeah, it's close. And we'll just pump in from here. And then we'll get the staging all right. Oh boy, this mess. Okay. Oh. Parachute needs to be its own stage. Yeah, that's right there. Okay, so we need to stage the decouplers properly. And we probably need to strut these up. Probably dink, dink, dink. We'll figure that out as we go along. Let's see, so... Yeah, we want those to decouple first. And then those second. We're good. Okay. And here... Let's see. Add a big panel for satellites. You know what? If that means what I think it means, then I'm gonna go ahead and do that, actually. So... Gigantor! Gigantor! Solar array! Like Gigantor is here. It's probably directly blocking those solar panels, so I guess we'll just remove those. Let's see what that looks like deployed on the ground first before we actually launch it up. But, yeah. So we're going to need to strut these up. And we'll see if this thing even launches properly. Probably won't, because you never get it quite right the first time. But yeah. Yep, and we'll go ahead and stabilize a little bit with this thing. Yes-ums. No-sums. God damn it, Sims. Is there a way to actually get these things to go out further? Because I feel like this is just shitting on my parade right now. It's just... Why can't these go out further? Why? Why is it? It's R, you know? Oh, whatever. Any case. Let's fire this up there. We'll bring it down a little bit. There we go. Let's fire it into space! Oh, what the shit? Okay, hang on a second. Alright. Here we go. Back into it. That was weird for a second. I apologize for the black screen. I guess we also got the title updated. You know, while that happened. Here we go. Wow, that black screen is really intense. Okay, so these need to go down. We'll get that staging sorted out in a second, but they actually need to go with this first stage here. We remove. Okay. There we go, that looks just fine. That is fine. We're all good. Everything's good. All the good, all the time, get some good. So there's a chance these might obliterate the rest of the rocket, but we'll figure that out as we go along, right? We're good for it. We're good, right? I should have turned on SAS, so we're not exactly good for it. But whatever. Reaction wheels are doing their job. Kick off those. And they exploded like I thought they would, because the struts are in kind of a weird spot. Up and away! And away! Yeah, this will probably work just fine, actually. It's a nice, sleek, and sexy rocket. Yeah. Yep. And then once we kick off this stage, and this is the last stage that'll burn us up in there, and we burn into, we'll get to a proper, you know, apogee height with this main stage. And then we'll get up to our proper... We need a tilt now. I should put reaction wheels a little bit lower down. That would have saved us some trouble there. So yeah, we tilted a little bit too late, but that's just kind of a launch problem. Pilot error, you know. There we go. So, our prograde vector is oriented at 45 degrees, for the most part, so we're good. We're good. That's 50 degrees. There we go. And once our apogee gets up to about 70 or so, and we're a minute till, then we'll go ahead and cut engines. We'll burn a little bit with this, kick off that stage, and then we'll burn with the atomic motor stage into a proper orbit. Then we'll deploy everything, and everything explodes. For no explicable reason. Apogee's getting up there. There we go. Nice view up here. Thinking of it getting some mods to sort of maybe get this looking a bit nicer. Minute till apogee. I'll let it get up to 60,000, and then I can see about just straight up jettisoning this stage. 60,000, nah, 70,000. Let's do 70,000. Then we'll be well outside the atmosphere. And cut. Okay, I don't know what that yes is about. I guess these big satellite panels here. I guess it worked out. Or if it's yes, as in like the procedure for launching a satellite into space. I'm familiar with it, so... Especially after the orbital weapon system. Good grief, system. If you knew how much trouble that thing gave me, then, oh boy. It was a fun time. Fun times abound. We are going to go ahead and deploy these panels. Gigantor arrays. And panels here. Get some electric charge going. Brick sunlight. and we should be burning right now, actually. Right about now, and then we'll jettison that, then do the rest of the burn with the atomic motor. Kind of slow going, gonna be honest. And it's time to kick off now and burn with that thing. Now we're gonna throttle that down because it's gonna overheat if we keep going at that rate. But this should get us into an orbit. Should. Not entirely sure if it will. Oh, nope. Seems like we might not. Yeah, we're gonna pass our apogee, and we're gonna be struggling to stay in the orbit. So that's unfortunate that we didn't actually get a real satellite going. I guess we need a bit of a stronger main stage. Or some more asparagus staging. Probably more asparagus staging, actually. So, we'll figure that out in a bit. Oh, that's frustrating. Why? Why, Kerbal Space Program? I just wanted an actual research satellite. In space. Yeah, we'll figure out the main stage or something. And also, we'd probably save some fuel if I actually tilted a bit earlier. So, we need to revert this back to vehicle assembly, and we'll sort things out. So, we can do something like sixfold symmetry here. We might be able to actually just have this thing rest on the bottom motor, but I think just an extra asparagus stage would actually get us what we need. Then we'd have an asparagus stage bringing us into space a little bit. Then we'd be alright. I believe that's how we do that. No, but that's not how we do that. That was the first... that was the one that directly connects. Okay, here we go. Need symmetry that. Okay, and we clone. Alright, we're good. Or not, I think we actually have some irregular spacing there, so let me figure that out. Okay, now we're fine. Now we're good. So yeah, it appears that we needed an extra asparagus stage. Or maybe just less fuel. Now we probably need more fuel, if anything, actually. Let's see, let's get the staging right. We need the couplers to actually work out alright. So for some reason it separated the two-stage thing into that. So here we go. Take a look at which decouplers go where. Those decouplers go second. Those decouplers go... Okay, so it's actually staged perfectly already. That's awesome. Yeah, it is staged perfectly already. Nice when things work out, for once. Don't have the launch stabilization system. Because I think we might be fine without it. Just seems to sort of get in the way. Add cameras. Okay. Are there cameras in the game? Let's see, Illuminator. Illuminator. Ability. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about specifically here. Minitron. Oh, antenna. We actually need to attach an antenna in any case. We'll symmetry that one. There. Satellite. Antenna. Cameras. Gravioli. Structural. I don't think cameras would be in structural control. I don't understand what you're talking about. Oh, moon satellite. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out what you're saying, but I don't get it. It's like everything's being run through like some sort of scrambler or something. Maybe if I had a cryptographer around. I'm sorry. Okay, so those struts are figured out there. They're gonna knock against it a little bit, which is unfortunate. But I think we'll be okay. We'll save this one and we'll punt it up there. We'll get it sorted out. It'll work. We'll make it up there. And... oh wow, that looks unbalanced. There we go, SAS now. So, we'll actually angle at the right time to save fuel now. So, go straight up for a bit, and then we'll tilt little by little, get where we need to go. Not sure if that extra asparagus stage is actually what we needed. Oh wow, it's not what we needed. I think we should move all these things down a touch. Oh jeez. Either that or just get rid of the struts, because I think we might be okay without them. Might be a little bit wobbly, but we'll deal with it. Go on a Space War mod server and make a death ray? Are you typing into the wrong chat right now or something? Or like, I don't really... Kerbal Space Program doesn't actually have online play, so... okay. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and pump this up there. Yeah, it was the struts that were interfering here. Okay. So we need to strut them sideways in the future. Okay, we're going up. We're going up. We're going to the moon! Well, we're not. We're going into orbit, but whatever. Patooey! Patoo! Patee. Okay. I'm not sure if this is actually going to help us out all that much. It doesn't seem to, yeah. There we go. We angled at the right time, for the most part. You probably do want something like RCS for stability in the future. Oh, hello, Dominator! Welcome back! Hello again, Pokemon 10094. I'm pretty sure a lot of that was typed into the wrong chat accidentally. Sorry, Pokemon 10094 stuff. So, hopefully you get that confusion sorted out, and yeah. Apogee, getting up there. It looks like we should be able to burn into orbit to some extent using our main stage. Excellent. Okay. Apogee. God damn it, Apogee, you're cramping my style. Apogee. Apogee. Oh, that's just a strut there. Okay. So those accidentally knocked. That's bizarre. Yeah, we'll be able to burn into orbit with this thing. Barrier stage was worth it. What am I talking about? Watch what I'm talking about. Okay. And this time I'll wait till 60 thou. I won't go for 70 thou. Okay, and cut. Orient sideways. And we'll burn into orbit. We're in space, or we're close to it. Okay, and the space music should start in a little bit. We'll need to burn in about 20 seconds. And it's gonna be a fun time. Come on, you can make it! You can make it to space! So we're gonna burn for a while, and it'll get us where we need to go a little bit. So much further now. And we'll use the atomic motor to get us the rest of the way. Or we'll need to figure out the main stage again. We might need to. we actually might. Uh-oh, yeah, we might. Oh, please. Please do it. Oh, the suspense is killing me. No, it's going to cut out! No! And dead. There we go. We're gonna max the atomic motor for the time being. Perigee, perigee, perigee. 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 Get up there. Get up there. Come on. Okay, fine. Bleh. We'll circularize the orbit a little bit later. Yep. We got it. It has been achieved. Sorry about giving you grief, Pokemon 10094, and misinterpreted the high. The weird stuff that was going on before kind of threw me off a little bit. Sorry about that. And we are at a different elevation from the crazy weapon satellite orbit. So we're good. Yep. So we'll just timescale and we'll circularize. Space music hasn't started yet because we're at too low of an altitude, but circularize the orbit. Circularize. Yeah, there we go. Music started. I think it's about 70K where you actually start the space music. Primarily because you're out of the atmosphere. Yes. Oh, there's a mod for online play? Sorry, I didn't read that. Didn't know about that. That'd be cool, actually. Might see about doing that. I guess if you could post a link for it, I'll see about downloading it. Could be relatively quick. We'll get this thing in its orbit circularized properly. Luckily, the main stage is falling to Kerbin, so we don't need to worry about it coming back to bite us in the ass. We're just like cluttering up the atmosphere. To my degree, there's no space debris that I've ever left out here. You know, don't have a lot of satellites at all. But, yeah. I guess if you have a link, links are allowed in the chat, so fire away. We haven't had spam problems yet. In the future, I might see about having a bot sort of moderate a little bit, or I guess just, you know, find some moderators. But yeah, Apogee, get here sooner, please. Because the thing is, I can't just leave that there, because we'll go in and out of the atmosphere, and slowly but surely, we'll eventually, you know, fall to Kerbin and explode. We'll explode into a bajillion little pieces. All of the pieces. So this is going to be a pretty high orbit. Only just wanted the... I keep thinking that, oh yeah, I should have the perigee be pretty, you know, pretty high, but really we just need to burn enough that, you know, you have something like a perigee and then circularize, you know, on a later pass. But, yeah. Okay, yeah, Pokemon. I'll just call you Pokemon, is that right? Okay, Pokemon. We'll keep an eye on the chat, and when that link comes up, we'll see about downloading it. Oh, Jesus. Come on, get faster. So, let's see, that weapon satellite was not on a perfectly polar orbit, but, I guess you'd call that a polar orbit. One of these days I'll bring that thing down, or I'll shoot it down. Do something to it. Yeah, it has enough. I think it's, let's see. Yeah, we'll bring it down some other time. Or I'll fire something at it and explode it into bajillion pieces. So let's see here. We're getting there. Okay, let's wind down a touch. And we'll need to start burning a bit. Yeah, we need to burn prograde. I don't know how we got flipped around there. Oh, these reaction wheels are working great. There we go. Okay. And we should actually be burning right now, so... And... we're probably circularized! Oh! We're not quite circular yet, so a little bit more, actually. And we'll cut about... right about... You know, that's about as good as we're gonna get. Made it worse. Oh, you got link up. Okay. Let me just take a look at that real quick. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Herbal multiplayer. Okay. That's kind of cool. Yeah, let's see. Alright, let's just, I'll just tweak the satellite a little bit more. Hang on. I'll tweak the satellite a little bit more. Get everything deployed, because the solar panels are actually not deployed, and neither are the antennas. We're going to extend both of the panels and see about orienting ourselves in a favorable position. That's getting plenty of sunlight, lots of energy flow, lots of sun exposure. Excellent. Wonderful. I got plenty of electric charge, probably too much, in all honesty. We have research. Reserve materials bay. Okay. And transport data. Shit. Damn it. So it's a one-shot thing. So I guess we could... Oh, thanks for the link, I guess? Sorry, yeah, yeah. I'll get that downloaded in a second. Sorry, I got caught up with the satellite, like, oh, what do we gotta do? We gotta transmit some stuff, gotta get the solar panels out, so... Got a little bit caught up with that. But, yeah, thanks for the link. Sorry about that. Try that in a second. Let's reset the experiment. And we'll just leave this thing up here. I can make a clone of this and fire it up there. Or up here again. But, yeah. Oh no, not revert the flight. Let's go back to the Space Center. Okay, there we have a second satellite up in space. We have a second satellite. Okay. So, I'm gonna see about downloading that, thing. And yeah, I'll do that sort of thing. Let's see. Okay. KMP. Well, that's weird. It just links directly to... Huh. Kerbal Spaceport. Seems like that link is not quite up to date. Well, I can just search on the Kerbal Spaceport and find something. Okay, so KMP. No results for KMP. Kerbal multiplayer. That's a little bit odd. Okay, yeah, it is Kerbal multiplayer. Maybe if I separate the words. Kerbal multiplayer. Kerbal multiplayer. Oh, it's not on there. It's weird. So the download link redirects me to a site, Curse, that has, I guess it has the Kerbal Spaceport hosted there. We'll see if I can actually just Google it at this point. I have to reach a nice sort of multiplayer. As a multiplayer game option. Okay, there we go. Huh? What? DMP is a successor project that offers full .0235 support. Yeah, it seems like they cut support for that project. KSP multiplayer. Yeah, it seems like they kind of went. They kind of went from AMP to DMP. I can't seem to find a download link for KMP. KMP server. Yeah, that also redirects to... It just doesn't quite do that. Huh. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Unfortunate. I can see about downloading DMP. I mean, I would try KMP, but I can't seem to find a download for it. Well, let's get the client download for DMP. And we'll see if we can do some multiplayer. This would be interesting. See here. Come on. Download from Curse. What? Okay, maybe Kerbal stuff. It just seems to be linking directly to GitHub pages. So, it's rather unfortunate. Okay, yeah, it's got .24 support. Okay, well, I'll just head over to the GitHub page. We'll see about downloading it. That seems to be it. Okay, so just download a zip for it. And let's see. Oh, there's also a dark multiplayer client download. One folder. Okay, dark multiplayer client. let's see about installing it. I guess in the meantime we can put on some music. But yeah, just give me a second on that. Let's do... I guess if we install this mod we kinda need to quit out anyway, so... To main menu... We're gonna... hang on. We're going to... Just put up the overlay for a second. Exit Kerbal Space Program. We're gonna put on some music while I get the... mod installed. Should be alright. Just need to take some time for it. Anyway, I'm gonna mute the mic while I do this, so I'll talk to you again in a bit. Okay, well, seems like that was relatively straightforward. Got it straightened out. Gonna hop back into the and sort of figure out how to go about this. Yep. Okay, so... Oh, that's right. But yeah, so KMP apparently is no longer supported, and I can't seem to find any real download for it. So I downloaded DMP, which is, it appears to be a rewrite of KMP. It supports the latest version of Kerbal Space Program. Seems like it's going to be pretty much the same, but maybe a little bit better, I guess. Just installed it. We'll see how this goes. So let me just stop the music and we'll hop in. And there. It would load, then it'll come in. DMP is not correctly installed. Current location. Correct location. Game data, dark multiplayer plugins. Okay, well that's kind of misleading then, because it actually told me to extract directly there. It's bizarre. Okay, well, I guess it's time to close that out. So, yeah, that's kind of silly. Yeah, give me a second on that. Let me put up the overlay. Oh, what the shit? It was nested, that's bizarre. Okay, there we go. Okay, I guess if that's the way to do it, then that's the way to do it. Alright, let's hop back in. Come on, DMP work. There we go. Perfect. There's following possibly personally identifiable information with any server you connect to, your player name you connect with, player token, your IP address is logged on the server console. DMP does not contact any other computer than the server you're connecting to in order to use DMP. You must allow DMP to use this info. I accept. It'll be fine. They're gonna hack me. So be it. Not exactly anything important on this computer anyway. Always just wipe the drive and start over if something does happen. Okay, bug bite. That's what we'll be. Okay. So, everything's straightened out now. We'll add that. Bug bite 6. Okay, let's go ahead and... I need to take a look at the server list real quick, so give me a sec. Server list. Okay, east. East. Anything west? US Central. Maybe something Pacific. Nope. West. Nope. Nothing. I could do Central. I was wondering about the ping, if it'll be nasty. Battle server. US Central 24/7. Spazer battle. Yeah, I could use that one. Client side mod. Wait a minute, that doesn't... Join a war server. Okay, let's see here. War servers. WAR. I mean, if it's only... Okay. War... Where... Okay. Game mode, science, sandbox, Pixel Nation. Huh, okay. The heck? Okay, so it seems like there are battle servers, but I can't seem to find anything that says it's a war server. I'm looking at the server list right now for DMP. I mean, I know that you linked KMP, and they might have servers up, but I can't seem to find a way to get a version of KMP. So, this is what we're running off of. We could go for the battle server. I'm not entirely sure what that will entail. It seems like it might need another mod, in which case we need to install that too. No, it doesn't say it needs a client-side mod. Battle server, Spazer battle. Okay, so we can try that one. Let me take a look at the... Yeah. Seems like it's empty right now. A lot of these servers are empty. Seems like the science ones are a bit more full, but let's see here. Okay, so that would be port and what would we call it? Port and owner version. Yeah, the latest one. Okay, well let's get that sorted now. Get the chat back up. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, let's get the actual port number first. 34. Oh, shoot. Okay. 3422. And odd. Okay, so let's see. IP address. Where? There we go. The address is kerbal-spacer.net. Let's go ahead and do that. It's bizarre that it's a... I'm not sure if that's actually a valid IP to do that, or if this recognizes that domain name and then converts it to an IP address. I hope there's some DNS shit going on here that'll make this sort itself out, but I guess we'll add that. We'll call this one Battle. Okay, there we go. Let me get the chat back up. And we'll hop in. Battle time. Connect. Handshaking. Connection failed. Failed mod validation. So we require a whole bunch of stuff. Twig scale, modular fuel tanks. Real fuels, DLL was missing. So we do need a client-side mod for that. Somewhat unfortunate. Well, yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of at a standstill here. We can keep doing some just plain KSP, or we can join a science server, or something like that. Something like a career mode server. Or something like that. You know, we can do just keep doing single player Kerbal Space Program. I do have another game that might interest you, called Voxatron. You can sort of hop into that. I was sort of planning on hopping into that a little bit later. But it runs off of a voxel engine. It's got fully destructible environment, and it's a pretty fun twin-stick shooter, so I'm not sure how you'll feel about that, but you're for it, and I'm for it. We can give that a shot. So, yeah, but unfortunately, it seems like we need a client-side mod for this, so... yeah. Tough luck. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll keep doing some Kerbal Space Program. Okay, what the hell? Well, this is actually stuck, so we need to fix that now. That is, rather unfortunate, so... Phew, okay, well, I guess I'm getting rid of that. I need to move Dark Multiplayer out. Might need to verify my, game cache files. I hope not. Okay, well... it's loading again, it seems to be going normally. It's rather weird that DMP did that. I hope it didn't actually corrupt my saves. I'd be surprised if it actually did. It looks like the main thing is it just made accessing the saves not tenable. Which is weird. So, ultimate question has been answered, and we're back into vanilla KSP. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. I guess it did actually corrupt the saves. That's tough nuts. Wow. Did it really just do that? Let's take a look at the saves. Dark multiplayer. Okay, well, it added additional stuff to my, what the hell? So I think we can fix that, actually. It seems like I just managed to fix it. You know, we're not dead in the water yet. Yeah, it seems like it created a save for DMP, and that one is somewhat it's incompatible with the latest version of Kerbal Space Program. So as a result, it kind of crapped on everything else. So yeah, I don't know. That's weird that DMP did that. Well, whatever it did, I think we fixed it. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. That was the problem. So it didn't actually corrupt any saves, it just kind of made a big mess of things. Okay. Now, I do have a little something that I guess just kind of warm up a little bit. I do have a little something that generates a crap ton of explosions. It does it in a kind of weird way. We have, where's the flail-mobile? I put the flail-mobile somewhere. Ah, there we go. Flail-mobile. I also have an inchworm. It's highly explosive. This thing is too. So, yep. We got it working again. We got it working again. So let's keep doing our KSP. Oh, the sun's setting. So... and you can tell they're terrified. They are terrified. It's basically a bunch of reaction wheels with a bunch of radial decoupler whips. Aw, usually it explodes all the way, like it actually blows off the reaction wheels. And let's see, we can fire off the boosters and that. Okay. Wow, that is pretty bizarre looking. We broke the reaction wheels. And we exhausted our electric charge. We have a solution for that. It's called infinite fuel. Yep, there we go. Infinite fuel! And now it's a flying explosion mobile. Now it's a falling one. Oh, Jesus! Sometimes they actually survive that. Sometimes. Okay. Let's see, what do we want to build? We can continue working on the satellite. Perhaps get some proper science on it. We can also build some other things. I was developing a catapult some time ago. Let's see. Let's maybe see if the Goose will work. Seems like it should be able to. Just the additional lifting surfaces helped it out. Definitely bizarre looking spaceplane. Doesn't have the greatest drag profile, but I think it's workable. Oh right, we actually did get it flying, and we got it to a pretty high altitude, but it needed stabilization, needed RCS and reaction wheels. So let's give it RCS and reaction wheels then. Excuse me, Kerbal Space Program. If you could not freeze on me, that'd be great. Uh-oh. What? Oh man. If I accidentally tanked the game, then... oh boy. Crap. Whoopsie daisy. Do war mod and... It has enemy AI. Let's see. I need to fix this first. The game crashed. Oh wow, okay. At least it was... Uh-oh. Shit. Whoops. Okay, so the game crashed, but it also simultaneously locked up the computer. So I'm working on fixing that. Seems pretty stubborn right this second. There we go, okay. Worked out. So I think that was just a standard KSP crash. I don't think that was related to DMP at all. Well, yeah, again, the thing with DMP is that I need that client-side mod. Ooh, okay, war mod. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, again, I can't seem to find any war mod servers. It seems like it's battle stuff now. How many... Oh, too many explosions. All of the explosions. Okay, so KSP just crashed. It was just a standard crash. Okay, so let's see if we can open it again. Certainly taking its time. Okay, good. Whoa, wait. Hang on. What now? Okay. It's not hooking into it properly. What's the problem here? Not gonna hook into that? Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Hooked into the right one now. Download the war mod. I don't know if that'll give me more servers though. I mean, there's no server list in the actual client of the mod. So I'll check that. War mod. Kerbal war mod. Kerbal Space Program war mod pack. War mod. War mod. Where are you, war mod? Oof. Sorry, I'm trying to find the damn thing. It seems like it'd be cool, it's just, geez, the heck. Uh-oh. Great, now, what is going on with my computer today? There are boat, tanks, cars, and weapons. Yeah, I know, it sounds awesome. I'm trying to find it. Being annoying. Okay, well, here we go. Back to loading screen. Trying to figure this out a little bit. Okay, at least we got KSP back on its feet. It was acting somewhat bizarrely for a second. Now we went into 64-bit KSP. We are in that. So hopefully any performance issues, that should help address them a little bit. Because we're definitely not utilizing the memory to its full potential. This machine actually has like 32 gigs of RAM in it, so that's more than you really need for a video game. And it seems like some of the problems might actually be problems with memory, so this would fix that. I'm gonna take a look more at War Mod, see if I can actually find it, because it looks cool. It really does look cool, actually. I want, you know, boats, tanks, cars, and weapons. That sounds like something that I want. But finding... Let's see. I'm gonna use a smartphone to find it. War Mod. Kerbal War Mod. Kerbal's at War 2. Kerbal... Okay. Let's see. Is it called World War K or something? Or, you know, that seems like it's a YouTube video series. What the heck? Kerbal War Simulator. Yeah, I'm kind of drawing a blank on this. It's let me see here. Google turns up a little bit about this, but There's an aerospace pack. AW rocketry. Come on, War Mod. War Mod, where are you? Hyper-edit. That would be kind of fun. Keythane. Oh, dang it. The laser system. Laser. Ferrum Aerospace, and that would be the end of that. So that's... the heck? Okay, I can't seem to find that War Mod, so I guess that's kind of that. We'll see about if I can get that working for perhaps the next stream. But we're... I currently am not making any progress on figuring that out. So, here we go. Derp Kerbal. Yeah. Well, anyway. Let's see here. Let's work on the Goose a little bit more. The Goose! Okay, so we needed stabilization. So, what we can do is just... we can probably attack some of Nope. We can probably attack some of Nope. Some of that. Put that on. More of that on. And, just all of the RCS blocks. All of them. Just get up nice and snug. Right over there. Maybe clone it a few times. So we need some real grunt in our stabilization. Well, we don't need to do those specific thruster blocks. Okay, place anywhere in your RCS port. Vernar engine. That'd be just like a straight RCS thruster. It'd be powered by our liquid fuel and oxidizer. I think I'm fine with these thruster blocks, or these blocks here. So, here we go. YouTube can help, yeah. And unfortunately, it seems like maybe this time it's gonna be, you know, kind of outside of my grasp, but I think next stream, it'd be great to figure that out. Really want to figure that out. Okay. Let's see if that helps us out at all. We'll see about attaching some over here. It's going to consume a lot of RCS fuel, or monopropellant. That's what it is. Oh geez, this is making it more ridiculous. The Goose now has a necklace, or a neckband. Yeah. I'm sure YouTube can help out with the, figuring out the war mod, but, yeah. I'll do some Googling, I'll do some research, I'll do some YouTube searching. We'll figure it out. So, in all likelihood, this plane probably won't go into orbit, but what it will do is that it'll probably get up high enough that it'll probably get out of the atmosphere and then fall back to Earth, so it'd be like a ballistic trajectory, sort of. Goose is a little bit fat, so, you know, it can fly, it'll get up there, you know, but it'll sort of take its time. Okay, that's interesting. It's starting to oscillate now. Okay, so I guess we just gotta do this unstabilized. He's doing a very bizarre sort of flapping thing. There we go, that's probably a little bit better. Let's see. So it's way more stable now with the RCS. We have more control. Oh, let's see. Let's take a look at that link. Thank you for it. Yeah, thanks for the link. How to find and install mods. Okay, yeah, that is getting bookmarked right now. Bookmarks. There, okay. Here we go. Thank you for the link. Let's get back into this. I kind of want to figure out the Goose! Oh, the Goose! The Goose is... Please don't destabilize. Don't destabilize on me. Don't do it! You have so much to live for! No! 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 Oh no! Oh Jesus! Please don't do this to me! Oh, you dirty bastard. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, let's cut that and, you know, get things stabilized. Well, we didn't get to space. It's not a space plane. It's just a plane. God damn it. What the fuck? Alright, well. And a cutout. Shit. No. Okay, well, it's just a goose then. It's not a space plane. Needs more fuel, needs more stabilization, and needs to not flop around like a floppy fat goose. Dang it. Okay, satellite. Let's work on the satellite. Yeah, let's work on the satellite. Let's work on the satellite. Jeez. What the... Don't freeze like that, Kerbal Space Program. Oh, no, we actually want to control the satellite. We can set up a revised version of it. Yeah, there we go, it's still in orbit. Maybe let's just land the thing and then we'll send it back up again. Let's go ahead and do that. We can just, terminate it. Or we can fly it. Let's go ahead and fly it. We're gonna fly it back in to Kerbin.